Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 37 of Direwolf20's Let's Play series, where I'm getting ready to automate budding Certus quartz. I think I've got a pretty good plan here. You guys are going to have to let me know what you think. Redstone signal! Boom! That's what's up. So the sensor block from our tools utility can detect a wide variety of things: blocks, crop growth, items, entities, all that kind of cool stuff. Luckily, Certus quartz clusters are silk touchable. So what I did is I waited for a Certus quartz cluster to grow all the way to the point where I was able to silk touch a fully grown cluster, and then I was able to add it to the detector. So I'm detecting block area one by one. I don't know what group means. At least one detected to match the sensor, I guess. Sure. I guess if you had a larger area, you would specify all blocks in area must match. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So if you were doing like a 3x3 or something like that area, it would be, you could say just look for one or look for multiple. Our use case here is just area one, so it's fine. And I don't know what this is. Set a number specific to the type of sensor. No idea what that means. That might be something like crop growth. So if it was like crop growth, you're looking for crop growth of 4, I'm guessing. But anyway, the important piece here is putting the Certus quartz crystal in here, because without a filter, it'll detect any block, which I'll demonstrate now. So see how there's no block there? Now there is a block. We don't want that. So you need to silk touch a fully grown cluster and then add that to the filter up here, which will cause it to turn off the redstone signal until such time that the crystal quartz bud has grown fully. And then once it is fully grown, then it'll emit the redstone signal. So this is how we're going to detect when it's time to break the medium Certus quartz bud. So here's my plan in my head, and we're going to see how well it works out. We're going to need multiple blocks here. We're going to need another sensor that can detect when this guy has turned into a regular Certus quartz block, because eventually he will weaken down to that point, and then we'll need to break him, right? So we're going to want to sense when he is a regular Certus quartz block, which will trigger us to break the block, okay? We will want to... See, now we're emitting our redstone signal because he's fully grown. That's cool. That's cool. So we're going to want a block breaker on you that will just not have a magic fortune pick. We want a block breaker on you that will have a fortune pick. We're also going to want a block placer on you that will place the remade version thingy. So damaged, chipped, and then flawed. So flawed is going to be placed by a block placer in this space. And then we also want to take the Certus quartz crystals that we're getting, charge them up, and have a stock of charged crystals, which will automate dropping into a pool of water with the thing that we need to do. Does that sound cool? I like it. I like it. I think it should be good. Let's get to work. So a couple things I'm going to do. First off, we're going to break you, and you. My goodness, we have a lot of junk in our inventory. I can put away many of these crystals, though, and that'll save me a lot of inventory space. The chipped, when I break him, will turn into a regular Certus quartz because I didn't use silk touch, and that's okay with me. And we're not going to do this in the middle of my basement, because that would be sloppy and a mess. I want to do a in-the-wall kind of build, like is pretty standard for Dire, right? So an in-wall build that will be behind a wall. And I don't think it matters super duper where I do that. So let's get, I've got my mining laser out. Let's make sure you're in 3x3 mode. And here feels like as good a place as any. Now, I don't think we need a ton of space. So I'm going to start with what's probably going to be, roughly speaking, a 5x5. Actually, yeah, you can go and get filled in, because you're going to do that. Perfect. Okay, so that's a nice 5x5 room. And then let's get an exchanger to make it look a little bit nicer. Look at that exchanger getting all recharged. Good job, previous episode, Dire. All right, so in this room, which might get Feral Flare Lanterned and may not, I guess we'll find out. I might make it a little bit taller in here. We don't want it to be too compact feeling. I don't want it to be, you know, claustrophobic in here or nothing. That feels better. And like I said, we'll see if the feral makes its way in here. If not, we'll manage something else. So a couple things need to exist in here. Number one, I want to move this guy in here, and I'm going to want him to have functional storage drawers with a iron downgrade, and probably another functional storage drawer. A giant log from Twilight Forest, not what I was looking for. This many? Sounds cool. All right, so we're going to want to get the Certus quartz crystals and store them in a drawer. And we're going to want to transfer from that drawer into the charger and store like maybe 1 stack's worth in so we're going to do this, and I'm going to do, you're going to be the charged with an iron downgrade. Boom, which means you can only hold up to 64. See it up there? And then we're going to have this guy, which will hold up to 2,000. And that works for me. Cool. And then what I'll want is a nice little charger set up here. And the charger will receive from you and insert into you. Okay? So watch what'll happen. It's going to throw, you know, a little bit more in there. And you're going to get... Can I throw you on the back of the charger? Would that be cool? It would be nice if it would work. We'll find out. I don't know. Device online. It says he has RF, so that's cool. And then we're going to want our laser nodes and card holder. Okay. So you're going to extract out of here on orange, and you're going to insert on orange, and then you're going to extract out of here on white, and you're going to insert here on white. And then we just need our laser wrench to connect these guys. Cool. And now he should be going up. There we go. Good deal. So he gets charged. And then eventually this will back stuff. And that'll be good times. Okay. Hey, look, the feral flare clicked in. Nice. I knew you should probably reach down here. But I just want you never know. All right, so now we're at 41. So eventually we'll hit 64, and then this will stop extracting, and then that'll be maxed out and done. Great. Okay, cool. Now let's automate the turning of Certus quartz blocks into charged, the flawed guy. So what we're going to want to do is have a, you know what I'm going to use one of those industrial droppers, because I'm pretty sure I can do something really cool with this. I'm pretty sure that this is going to be super awesome. It just occurred to me that I can do something really neat here. So here, we're going to have our industrial dropper ready to go. And let's get ourselves, do I still have this set up as a, no, that's this guy. Spell number 8 is clearly my whatever I need at the moment setup. Okay, so check this out. We can set up a set of logic here, and we can make it so that there's filters. So if I put that there, and I got 3 of these and put them here, okay, filter combination gate logic, and drop the stacks as specified in the filters when all filters are green. Or drop the stacks of each individual filter when green. I want AND mode. Okay, cool. This guy, external signal combination logic, and drop only on an external signal, or drop filter matches automatically non-matching items on external signal. Completely ignores redstone, permanent external trigger. I think I want ignore. And then this guy, trigger in mode pulse, 1 drop for each on-off on external signal drop as long as external signal is on. I don't think this matters because it doesn't matter. And then you drop delay, and then you drop stack size. I think we're going to leave it as is and see what happens. So if I do that, and then I put you in here, boom, nothing happens, right? And I put you in here, nothing. Oh, what? Oh, because there's 3 there? I thought I had 2 there. Hold on, let's try that again. You're supposed to be a 3, buddy. Oh, I see what happened. Okay, how did that happen? I don't know. Probably from the rolling mouse wheel thing. All right, so 2, 3. How did you become 4? Explain. 3. Okay. Meh. Okay, and then this. Boom. Ha ha ha. So he won't drop until this filter matches exactly. This is the perfect block for automating what we need to do here. Literally, it's like this block was designed to solve this problem. It's literally perfect. Both items are there and they drop. Now, I've obviously got my magnet enabled still, which is on purpose because I want to demonstrate how this is going to work before we actually let it work. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. Super duper awesome sauce. Okay. Sweet. So now what I can do is we can get a laser node here. How am I for cards? Item cards specifically. I think I've got a few. We'll get more now. Remember, they're getting stored in the thingy. So you bind to you, and what you're going to have is a what channel is this guy on? He is extract on white. We should have him inserting on, or extract on. We should have him inserting on channel 2. You can be an insert. Okay, and that's where when we break the blocks, they're going to go in here. Okay, and I will possibly void upgrade him. I probably need to void upgrade him. I probably need him to have a void upgrade. And the reason for that is... the reason we want to void upgrade on this is because when we break the block, it's going to drop the items on the ground. So we want to still pick them up and void them. Alternatively, we could use a sensor card here to sense how much Certus quartz is in there and turn off the block breaker when we sense a certain amount. But I don't know if I want to do that, so we'll see. I might augment this, but let's get it working at a functional level first. So now, with purple being the channel that is inserting to here, we're going to want to keep in stock mode on purple, or magenta, or whatever channel 2 that is. And we're going to want to filter one of these kind of filters. And we're going to say, hey, keep in stock 3 charge Certus. Oh, he's sensing that that's a thing. About 6 then? If I make it 6, that should work? Bueller? No, what's going on with you? Up. Charge Certus. Oh, wait, hold on. Charge Certus is on the white channel. So I want you... let's see what happens. I'm going to put you back here for now. And I'm going to make you 3. But you should be on the white channel, because that's charged Certus, not regular Certus. Beautiful. Okay, cool. Now, if I bump you up to, say, insert 3 at a time, right? So actually, yes, we want it to be 3. That is correct. See? Boom. 3. 3. 3. Get it? Works for me. Cool. So this guy is not insertable from the side, which is good. And it's not reading how much is in there either, because otherwise the stalker would be confused. So no, the stalker is not confused by this. The stalking mode doesn't acknowledge that these slots exist at all. So that's cool. Awesome. All right. So now what we'll want to do is be ready for the block placing. So what we're going to have is probably... Do I have any bricks in here? I have a very small number of bricks in here. The one thing I'd love for this pocket storage to be able to do is refill this slot down there, and then that would just be the best pocket storage tool ever. Can I energy receptor right into it? Guess we'll find out. Device online. Perfect. Cool. So now we're going to want a placer and a breaker and some sensors, right? So I've got one sensor. I know I'm going to need at least one more. Okay, so 2 sensors. We're going to want a breaker from Cyclic. What's this block called? If not a breaker? A miner. Okay. And then we're going to want a placer from Cyclic, block placer. Right, that's what we got there. And we'll get ourselves another fortune pick in a minute. So the placer... And then we're going to want the miner. Miner needs some flint blocks. Not a problem for us. Okay, so you're going to be a miner. We're actually going to want... We're going to want a miner, and then let's get a regular block breaker from Cyclic. Let's see how this one works out. Because I don't think we need any kind of advanced mining for the next piece of this. You have a lot of steps to craft, don't you? Okay, shovel. Do you have to be mossy slabs? That's rude. That's rude. Why mossy slabs? Explain that to me. Right? So the breaker will be on this guy. Right? So requires redstone. That's good. The miner will be here, because this is where we're going to let the crystal growth acceleration occur. Okay? The placer could be here. Okay? And that will be always on. Okay? And you are going to have a... Let's see. Trying to think about where to run the redstone for this, because we want the sensor. We could have the sensor going this way. Will you sensor correctly? So you should be blocked. That's the other sensor. I'll save that. I want this sensor facing down. And I want you to detect a Certus quartz block. So if there's a brick there, no redstone. If there's a Certus quartz block there, yes, redstone. Beautiful. Cool. And I think, if I'm not mistaken... Give me a whole bunch of that. Let's get that redstone doohickey thinger, mabobber. I'm pretty sure this can run up a wall. Okay, so watch this. If you are that, nothing. If you are that, break. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. Watch this now. You ready? I want 2 advanced collectors. Okay. And one's going to go here. And you are going to whitelist Certus quartz blocks. Okay? So watch what happens. You ready? Because this is going to be cool. Don't blink, you're going to miss it. When I place the Certus quartz block there, why are you doing that? Explain what you're doing to me right now. That was not how you behaved earlier. Explain what you just did. Maybe you're going too fast for it. Let's bump you up to like 3-second delay and try that again. I thought this was working. I thought we were cool on this, and you're going to drop everything when your filter matches. Why are you not dropping your Certus quartz block? This was working a second ago. Wasn't this working a second ago? I swear it was working a second ago. What are you doing? Oh, he might be picking up the Certus quartz block as he drops it. Ooh, right. Yeah, that's what's happening. No, he's 100% working. I'm just not very smart. So realistically, the problem is that as soon as it drops, it's dropping it and then immediately picking it up to the point where we're not even seeing it happen. I am a bit of a moron. So to solve that problem, I'd really like it if I could have him collect, but from this area, but I don't think I can move. I can adjust the range, but I can't move it. Right. So the minimum range is a 3x3. Huh. Give me a sec to think this through. Worst case, I just pick it up and laser IO it into the thing, which is probably what I'm going to have to do, but let me see if I can find a cool way to do it. But I'm 90% sure I'm going to have to do that because I don't think there's any orientation of this that can handle what I'm talking about doing. So yeah, let's instead, we're going to need to put that in a chest, more than likely. Okay, so you're going to whitelist Certus quartz block. And then you're going to be in a 3x3 area. Okay, you could probably be one higher on the wide just in case. Oops. Just in case it happens to fall down there. So we'll let the Y go up. But I don't want you picking up from over here. So that should be safe, right? And then we can probably laser IO this. And this will be a dedicated subnetwork who will extract on white. And we will insert on white. And I'm only going to ever have one Certus quartz block here, so we don't need to do any filtering or anything like that. Because I'm going to have the same Certus block going in a cycle. Okay, so let's try that now. So watch what happens when I place you. This should be a lot cooler. See? And it worked. Beautiful. And then it stocked up for the next one. Cool. Now, what I would like to have is you with a very small range and a whitelist, right? So that's going to cover the water, and you're going to get the next bit. So let me turn off my magnet for a sec. Let's get you going. And then he should drop. And then he should combine. And then I'm going to get this, and the flawed budding Certus is what you're allowed to pick up. Okay, so let's pretend. I'm gonna just put this flawed budding away. So let's pretend the Certus quartz block just decayed into a block. I place it in the world. It gets broken. It gets dropped. It gets combined. It gets vacuumed up, and then it gets placed. Huh? Not too shabby. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Right? Right. Now I want to block this from growing here. And what we want now is our sensor for this guy. Okay. And you're going to be boop, boop, boop. And you can be a 1x1 height 0, which is just going to be that block alone. Okay. And requires redstone, yes. And now we just need a mining tool to make this happen. So I'm going to go borrow this pick, and I'll make another one of these soon. Okay. So if I give you that, oh, and you need power. And you need power. Not a problem. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. And what I might have you do is also pick up these guys. Right? And then, why did you get broken? How in the world did you get broken? On what planet do you make sense that you got broken? Anybody know how he got broken? Okay, so anyway, we throw this, it gets picked up. What are you doing? Oh, you're doing that. Okay, yeah, no, that's right. Now that I'm having you do other things, that makes sense. Yeah, we don't want you to do that anymore. So let's actually break this redstone for a second. I don't want nothing running just yet. What I'm going to do is filter. So we're going to want a filter. Let's make another couple of these. And your insert filter will be one Certus quartz block. Counting filter. So that's the only thing you're allowed to insert, and you'll only be able to insert one. Okay. And we should give you your own dedicated channel for this now. So you are going to be, we're inserting into here. So we said magenta will be the insert. So we'll do magenta for the insert on this guy. Magenta will be the extract for this guy. Okay. And then we bind these two together. So now, when we drop this into the world, he should be going into here. See? Beautiful. And we can bump this up to an 8 transfer speed. Now we give you a redstone signal again, and let's see how this works out. Boom. He breaks. He goes in there. Okay? So this should be, if I'm not mistaken, fully automated at this point. What should occur is the flawed budding Certus quartz crystal will bud at some point. On this side only, because I've got the glass and all the other sides blocked. Okay. And once he... And now he's down to chipped. I saw him decay. I don't know if tick accelerating anything helps, but... I feel like it might. I feel like it was, wasn't it? Wasn't it helping when I was doing this a while back? Either way, doesn't matter. Right? Large. And then eventually it'll grow, and then it'll get broken, and then they'll go in here. See, 92. And then he's going to grow again. Right? And that'll repeat. And then once the chipped turns into a full-blown Certus quartz block, it'll get broken. I feel like something just changed. What's the lowest tier? Flawed, chipped, damaged. Damaged is the lowest tier. Okay. So then he'll be vacuumed up. We'll see what happens here. Oh, you know what changed is the tick accelerating. I knew something visually changed there. Okay, so medium, we've got chipped. Yeah, like I want you to be weaker now. Come on, let's go. Like get weak or whatever. Boom. That's awesome. That is super cool. Now, occasionally we will get dust, and we're gonna have to handle the dust. That's the one thing I didn't account for. We could just throw a drawer for dust, because what's gonna happen, I assume, is if this is not fully grown, and this turns into the weaker version, like the Certus quartz block, when we break this, this will drop a piece of dust. We're going to have to see if that's the case. And if it is, then all I do is add a drawer here for dust, and I let this guy pick up dust. And that's literally all there is. So he's already at damaged, so that's cool. We're at the damaged stage. So as soon as he turns into an AE Certus quartz block, then we'll be... There we go, nice. It's actually working really well. I'm quite pleased. I am quite pleased by this. Isn't this cool? Isn't this, like, really cool? There we go, it just broke. Now it's combining, and then it replaced. Boom! Did we get dust? Did dust happen? I don't see any dust. I'm gonna add Certus quartz dust to the allow list here. Can I not do that? Okay. And as time goes by, we'll see if dust starts accumulating in this chest. If it does, then we do a drawer. If it doesn't, it means that breaking this block just gives you your dust. It just voids it, right? So what I could do to test that is I could put this here, let it start growing, and then if I break you, does dust fall on the ground? It doesn't seem to. So that's cool. That's cool. Okay. And this chest doesn't need to exist, so I'm going to get rid of him. And now I've got access to Certus as needed. Right? So if I'm like, hey, I need some Certus or some charged Certus, I can just come here and get some. And that's pretty cool. And then if I wanted to, I could throw some clear glass. And that is fully complete build. Not too shabby. Yeah? I'll keep an eye on this between episodes and make sure that there's no flaws, but I think that's pretty solid. I really love that dropper. That dropper made this so much cooler. That dropper made this build so good. All right, for now, Del20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Let's come back next time to see what kind of trouble we can get into. Now that we've automated this stuff, it means we can expand our applied energistics network a little bit better. All right, for now, take it easy.